So the Narzo 20 from Realme comes with a triple rear camera setup in a square module, as you can see over here. It's got a 48 megapixel primary sensor, you've got an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. This is the LED flash over here, and it's neatly housed inside this module and makes it look quite elegant this way. At the front you have an 8 megapixel front camera which is housed in this water drop notch over here, and it also lets you shoot videos and take selfies as well as do HD video calling. Now let's go inside the camera interface of the Realme Narzo 20, and as you can see over here, this phone's interface is quite easy and you can easily read through what features you're looking for. And you also have this zoom feature which lets you get into the details of anything that you're looking for, at least in terms of the subjects. So the photo mode has a lot of options, and we'll walk through them right now. And if you go over here, you'll see the frame settings, so you can choose different kind of formats that you want to do. You can do 1:1, you can do a full frame, and you can do the regular 16:9 format. Then you have this portrait option, which again it works like a motion blur. So you want to get the subject closer to you with more details, and you want to blur out the object behind in the background. So you can do that using this. And you have this 48M portrait option as well, which is basically using the capabilities of the primary 48 megapixel sensor at the back. Then this more option gives you more options with the camera. You have the panoramic mode, you have the expert mode, which is like a pro mode. So you can manually define white balance, you can manually define ISO level, you can manually define autofocus, and so on and so forth. And you can play around with the zoom levels over here as well. And as you can see, this camera is supporting up to 5x of digital zoom. In addition to this, when you switch off to different modes, in addition to that, you have the slow-mo, and then you have the time lapse and the ultra macro as well. So the using of the ultra wide camera and the macro defines and gives you different options, and ultra macro is kind of a new addition that Realme has done for the Narzo 20. So this is the rear camera and the photo capabilities. Now let's look at the video capabilities. In terms of videos, you have different options. The zoom factor is still available, but in terms of the resolution, what you can do is you can do 1080p at 30 fps, and you can do 720p at 60 fps and 30 fps as well. So the versatility of the cameras help you define the different kind of frame rates that you can choose. And finally, you have the night option as well. So with this night option, what you can do is, let's say you are at a party, or you are in some outdoor area where the lighting is not very good. So you can use the night mode to add more light to give you more details into a picture. Now this is the rear camera. Now let's look at the front